Okay, abusuya ba makwa aba shonko so areba POG Media so abusuya yembunra eye yensemu eye after say court share Kennedy say ontua eye $8 million emfama eye Anass aremeya ode tabono ato ne japade so ne bank account so no abusuya Kennedy as around it abusuya opa Anass acho ama Kennedy team no akwa hu Anass team just a pouch koso or just $80 million no nka omonte so mo Anass omo nyina ye Ghana for omo hwe na asem no omo nka abusuya asem ni mu ayeden yensem mre ode mo yenko na yenko nkoti ensem a course na ansa na ebekọ no or ensem kan bi afahye your comment section like na share ma afofro so ensa into me enka bi aha POG Media so madam ase
after the case no yeah we have said say nyen prema obi nguye nua no ho fi because you know adwuma no oye no no say adwuma no ebeboa ma ye build the country irrespective of MPP and as NDC. And you know yeah we always keep an open line of communication to the point say you know yeah bakasa say ya papa a lawyer for no bi ene e bedi nkoma so nya kwanye bi omne bakasa na ya hwe say bia na kwan bi wo ba e befa so a
no Evans come again. Also after the judgment no Kennedy lawyers enemo bekasa
oh yes
okay so what was the conversation normal to say
they just approached my client and myself and at this point also me bo lawyers some legal team no me bo mo so after we met in New York and Andrew D here also Delaware our practice also New Jersey. All of us were there in addition to some members of Tiger Eyes team that are here in the United States with us. I approached just and said, "Hey, na Ghana for a reconciliatory tone. He hopes at some point, in a very near future, Ebiana, more than Komobia, Ebiana, you compromising a judgment, so now assembly to a as I say, at the end of the day, assembly doing that cannot be it. I doubt to say it will say again, dear papa, and Kasei, and nothing some more kind of Ukraine, union who it stands, and I don't think that they will contest that because almost closing statements, they seem to take that position now. Our players say disagreement, and Ukraine at this point, it will not help anybody say misinformation. This is the moment, this is the final moment in our history. Also be able to say no
okay, so omukase nkamu betimi a compromise on the judgment as you say mon fan channel ana mon cheska no no tua half.
The reality is about civil litigation is say obi any judgment in this case no empane say 18 million no the you execute and I say papa so ya appeal am not say so to me this 18 million na any interest and charges up to court one sign with me file appeal. Naturally you can see how that goes, even though say papa no or no any some to say or the nyagro but yam pan say you be a say be ana unika and to me tua and make it appeal no heading at the same time yes, Akuffo na jury na award here no. The Kobana say with me 18-19 million no to court account na or the assembly no appeal. That means say yes no e be twan kopem say that 1 year period that appeal no be take no. E be lapse and sign and kaska. Sometimes a family agree the pros and cons and answer the advantages and disadvantages now. That sometimes it compromise judgment to reach a decision say okay to avoid all of this you better this instead of that. Now we are pursuing full enforcement at this juncture. Judge no busasi and crash ambrana on fan and santua judgment. Judgment bagana by US. Papa assets here a bit me I satisfy that judgment. I mean, we are far advanced there. But
in any case, so Canada, Japan legal team have chance to say on Bessia Akuffo appeal, right?
Yes, like I said, no appeal, no. I'm from my appeal. This one is kind of up to court account one sana. A woman say, "Papa, no, he's a man of wealth." And so we don't doubt his ability to do that.
I see. But quick one, who mentioned BB about Canada Japan evidence? Then who mentioned on who watches the Watchman? Say you don't know the Babe. What is the content in that who watches the Watchman? You the Babe evidence.
Oh, movie no try and I hope say I believe so will be a share as a someone as a journalist. I hope so. And court no. Yeah, man, I couldn't say Obebuni na, but he relied on snippets. Baby, no more, my boy, extra jury, to convince the jury. Also, at the end of the case, jury, like I said, almost the evidence, the question, evidence, the two guys on the question. Now, almost more evidence on the two guys, the jury, and enough media, some me type say almost the who watches the Watchman to flash drive so at the jury so on fan question and go share now to the answer now within that 25 minutes no mobile and of course we have no idea. That's how American system is. In fact, but you have to move the try to back but or the buy but based on the decision obviously it's not evidence that it's no correct na papa also is responsible for the death of Chinese food. Na some interview na na ba na papa video if they know the baba do no one fact video be about some no can no correct. A video be the bar and the minimum said that my prep naya a bia yoku and more bia. Yahan your mamma muja esone na very clear. Now sounds so the Ghana flag as well as the BD a dance here I mean how and no just someone promised was that the Fred interview say or the video in Babana. I don't know how that is that. But obviously based on the jury's finding of liability, just saying credibility.
Okay. Daddy Fred there one fanan kan and any platform one for man kan
yeah, didn't count but for specific reasons, because as a press, yes, yeah, but you know, or a journalist, no, he believes in press freedom. Say as long as Daddy Fred, every video no so can say Kennedy and say me okay, you need evidence, as a senior journalist and an ace journalist of international repute, I got say no humanity or pursue promote to press freedom. It will be over my platform, or be taking the right precaution to warn the guests, he feels he say he didn't achieve because I don't know in the end, he's doing a service to the public. Into the end, the lawyer for the he went after him, but he didn't catch them and say as an ace journalist, or fighting for the media, that is fair, let's not focus on him for strategic reasons.
Okay. Evans, that's very. I'm saying Wama Ghana for insight into all these issues. Mona mo you know be kind mona mo platform no. Na mo ka na ye TV. That's enkomo bi wa chira later. You better contact him ebio. Mo ni adwuma. Ayiko.
Okay, me that's it.
Yo. All right, so that's it live in Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Evans, or a member of Anass legal team. Yeah, omo ekodia asem no ewo America brochimemu and was stating why omo choose America as the jurisdiction because of baby interview ekoso and intino wachirimu wamaye a background of how the whole processes started here. Very interesting. You take Kennedy interview but mame coding komoke to be Yenia Kwesi Kwatin, a private legal practitioner, and Ojinemu Edema, Ora Kennedy, a Japan. Ajakwasi, Akwaba.
I'm a private legal practitioner.
Yes,
of course. I mean, he's known that I'm a member of the MPP.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not speaking for him. In any university, maybe by virtue of the fact that he's a member of the MPP.
Oh, okay.
I'm coming to speak law. But
Okay.
I'm not speaking on his authority or instruction.
That's fine. We are okay. We are okay. I mean, a conversation, so no problem. But from where you sit, my name said I will follow Ivan Selassie Adika, who is a member of Anass legal team. My name said I will follow Noah. But what my background, what say at the cry a course. My name said beyond Enyama or no bekaye, say we were to you, was what gather information kakra. What the kakra, because it's within your terrain, and you take keen interest, especially as you rightly said that you have your party member, in there. What do you see in this judgment, in this matter? What do you see?
I think the fact of the matter is not in dispute. The idea and not the court usually have the power to make a determination on it, and which the court has done so. Worry about the issue of contention has to do with whether or not there has been a judgment. The court will not have a judgment and after make a judgment. Independent people is what I say. Then after Ghana, the Sebi Brew, Yadeba Haya Bata, the Kwabuchi, Abuchi for any amount for the multimedia money. But the big are normally do it. The facts of the matter are the same. Adeba said, yes, there can't laws are territorially bound. And she Adia Yam Brawahan, be a Bokabuchi and Yam Brawa. There are different states, say, who US are. You may have a state that one more LGBT too. Another state class no more than the engine too. And the laws will be confined to the territories or the boundaries of that country. And the idea you bear no wahano, won't you found Kabuchi and Koka? Idea so a bear no Abuchi, won't you found Hameka? Of course, there are exceptions to those rules. But generally, the idea is to a honey idea won't you found Kabuchi. And the idea is to act now another kind of offense at the court from the jury a slap damages of $18 million against Honorable Kennedy Japan. Idea is to Abuchi. Just like we all know, an interview occurred in Abuchi. Now, no one can know Abuchi. And the person who conducted the interview, the interviewer was also known also Abuchi. And even the platform was online and also was coming from Abuchi, US. It is a more reason why the U.S. court has jurisdiction in hearing the matter. Entirely different from the card for court to a hand. Now, I did back question say, even in the U.S., it was a jury trial. Jury trial, not there. Usually in Ghana, say there were two types of trial. There were what we call the summary trial and trial by indictment. Summary trial, not there. Not man the content offenses are any anonya DB. Now, they are not there. CBI made that money at the we get the assistance of the jury to also help the judge. The jury does not deal with law. They only deal with the facts of the matter. And if you want to compare, you can only compare a jury trial to a jury trial and a trial that is led by a judge alone or only to that of also a trial that is led by a judge only. There's a jury no more any appreciation of the law. There are instances where they will make a mistake, and I don't think it would be fair for anybody to compare to the extent they say one here now will be casting aspersions on the judicial system of Ghana. I know the judicial system, we need improvement as a people. But I'm one person who is very biased for states or with state institutions, and I will make any effort there that we don't collapse our state institutions, because that's what we have. We can only strengthen it. And I wanted to set that one as my first premise. The second part, and also you say, is it a case that there has been judgment of the court? For that reason, Mr. Kennedy Japan used to pay $18 million. Let me state emphatically. So, be our say there has been judgment. You don't find judgment in there has not been any judgment. Now, the Bako said, in jury trial, you found for be a nippon so nippon watch, no matter what court, no matter key decision, or no work with the facts. But when they come out with their decision, usually the court adopts them as the judgment of the court. within the instance case, the jury do what this is about. One say Papa can Yapoya Monica $18 million. Now, the see I was say a chief na acquire Adrian person say, your damages, your Ahodo, we are usually bear and 9 cry and 9 5 years for the purpose of this discussion. There will be a fair actual damages. Now, my money very relatable. I say be a Chicago track. Now, or the car, Akobo, be a taxi driver, a cab. Not taxi driver, was stand the car. Now, be a car, not could shop bear, was swimming and sun, Sunday, I can't agree. The car could be swimming shop me and a car not stand on the bedroom of who's cabinet, damages. Second one, a car now could you mobile swimming and son, or bit your compensation about driver because I want a car, or could you make a bigger whisker. You bet you to crack, I say. While no more Mr. Utichika, we have to punish you for it to serve as a deterrent to all other people for Utichika. That will be punitive damages. Now, instruction and judge and the man jury say when they are calculating the damages now, on one separately, the punitive damages should be separated from the other form of damage. Unfortunately, a buyer of Mokos Naso, not just say jury they say, oh, Oma and Tiasa, one can damages in the able. Now, my main country, and not all your lawyer in our presenter client, you have to quickly be smart. I'm on my fast, Kennedy lawyers here fast, and on say, hey, and you're loophole. If you did not obey the instructions of the judge, they are any acquired a home. That is where they filed an application for mistrial. Say, Sadia jury no and Cassie, if they didn't go by the instructions, they are any a bit you can say other instructions are by your man Cassie. And we have filed an application for mistrial. The judge was of the view, say, application, you can make it orally, and for a non-car, into control cat as a bra. And a judge, now almost 30 days. In the mistrial, no stage there, or mistrial, I say, there was an error in the legal or the judicial proceedings or the trial. And at the end of the day, if the court comes to the conclusion, some power application for mistrial, not Atuma, they have to start the whole trial again. While Atuma, it means the verdict may stand. And then the court will then
yes. Which means for now, until we deal with the issue about the mistrial, the judgment stands.
So for now, what you have to say is that verdict is not the same as a judgment, right? Jury verdict is not the same as a judgment. The first of all, the jury verdict in the bar, it has to be entered in the records. And Safana courts also adjustum and Sana or make you also judgment in the entire judgment in the record. As of now, by reason of the mistrial application, even the verdict of the jury has not even been entered in the court record. Not even talk of say the court is or the judge is even coming to adopt him. Just as now we don't have a judgment. We have a jury verdict that has been objected to by way of the mistrial. That is where we are. And it will be because the judgment and the Buddha judgment they were on money in the NKB.
Okay,
the Papa lawyer Kanu, he's right. The one you interviewed, the gentleman you interviewed, he said something. He said, "Oh, after the judgment, the court says."
So, can you allow Kwesi to finish, so that at least we can have a full conversation because you are in the studio. Sure. Anyway, all right. So, Kwesi, okay. So, Kwesi. Wadaruma, Kwesi, hold on for me. Pacho, so podium, Mami. Mamimbusa Evans, Salasi Adika, who is part of the Anass legal team. Evans, Pacho, Akwabebu, where the Fache say how, Pacho.
No problem.
Okay, all right. So, Evans, quick one. Kwesi Kwatine, a legal practitioner and MPP person, a friend to Kennedy, and he is interested in the conversation. And I already say there is no judgment as we speak. From your explanation to us, what we laymen do understand now, and say there is a judgment, but he is claiming there is no judgment, and nobody can prove say judgment in the. But then Kennedy and Crawford apply for mistrial, and after 30 days, that will determine whether the judgment from the jury will stand or not. But what is the issue?
I'm not involved in political banter or banters that have ulterior motives. I am strictly about facts and law. I was in court, okay? and as an officer of the court, you see, and I'm catch them on the set. The mistrial, the request for a mistrial was dismissed. Who shares video na security a slow the be a judge ni jina na nanso no slow it down, use your means to decipher what the judge said. That is where the judge dismissed their request for a mistrial. Let us not get in the media space and misinform the public. I will not come and sit on your platform and do that. The judge promptly dismissed the request for a mistrial because that goes to the actual trial, including the finding of liability. So the question became, and look, I like I said to him very clearly on Thursday when the jury came back, the lawyer instantly raised the issue of remittiture. Because Obusan and said that the jury award, it shocks the conscience of the judge, and using the supervisory powers to reduce the amount. Judge Nakachi almost said, what no more can. But he didn't say anything. Now, the bank court on Tuesday, to raise the same issue where lawyer, and there's evidence, and don't say, young fan of training Diagro will be only basis for. Right now, basically, anybody who's saying this is saying that I'm not reporting the truth. Now, if you remember, someone sued Donald Trump.
Our political highway. So credit goes to a Bobby answer Nimitim. Omo and I just say yet and some way at the free moi Anass Arameyao. Sisi Adigo we Kennedy a Japan. Passa any asam keto akra. But I must say moje pene kokoti za audio no at the MI aha APOG Media so. But I must say.